We have ribs, mac and cheese, sweet potato, my zucchini cornbread, and cabbage with kale with a side of baked beans. My ribs, I generally season it with adobo, black pepper. I do a dry rub mixture with brown sugar, Cajun seasoning, sazon, and a little bit of other things. And I also put soy sauce on my ribs to marinate. I add that, and I generally have that marinated for a while. Then I bake it in the oven on low, starting off at either 325 or 350. Nice and low, and once it's ready and tender, I then brush some Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce on it, because ain't nothing like Sweet Baby Ray's. So my mac and cheese, as you can see in the video, you're going to see that I'm pouring it out of a tub already. That's because I pre-made a lot of my cheese sauce. Then I mix my blends of cheese. So I use Gouda, sharp Gouda. I use cheddar cheese. And I also will put mozzarella cheese in there as well, depending on what mood I'm in. So then I boil cavatappi. I know a lot of people use elbow mac and cheese, but I like cavatappi because of the shape of the noodles. I feel like it holds the sauce a lot better. So I'll boil the cavatappi until it gets like al dente, because I wanted to bake some more. Then I pour my cheese sauce over it, and then I put it in the container that I'm going to bake it in, and I will sprinkle the rest of the cheese on top, my rest of the shredded cheese on top. And I sprinkle panko breadcrumbs on top to add a little crunch. So I cover it with foil paper and I bake it at 375. And then the last 15 minutes or so of it, I raise the temp to 400 degrees just for it to get golden and crusty on top. And that's how I do it. So I used to make my cornbread from scratch, and then one day, I don't know what, I was in a hurry, and I use this brand, the Crustes. But what my twist on is that I grate in zucchini in it. And so I'll grate a whole zucchini in the mix, and I bake it. And I also do baked sweet potatoes, but I don't do anything to my sweet potatoes but wash them, put them in a foil paper, and bake them in the oven naturally as is. Then I have some greens on the side. This time I made cabbage mixed with kale, and I use smoked turkey to cook it down. I use onions, garlic, mixture of the kale. When the kale wilts down a little bit, then I add this cabbage. I also have the smoked turkey in it. And I put adobo in it and garlic powder and add water on it. And then my other side was baked beans. I like the Bush's baked beans, just the regular baked beans from Bush's. And I just open the can, add some water, some black pepper, and good old adobo, a little bit of adobo with water. And I just warm it up until it gets a little thicker. And that's a full meal. Bless up.